What is the cheat meal?
It
Is there a
depends
cheat
on
meal?
so it depends on the city that we're in, and I like trying like if we're in St. Louis, I'm like, all right, barbecue or anything like that. That's what I do. Miami, I'm like, all right, what kind of seafood can I get into? Even though I love seafood,
So
so
seafood is your cheat meal.
yeah, for the most part, yeah, for the most part, yeah.
For you, just going back to the injury, right, wondering if you're going to be ready for All Out, kind of doing the reunification thing for Johnny Moxley. But as far as the injury goes, at this point in your career, how safe are you and stuff like that? Coming back, making sure you're coming back at just the right time, not pushing yourself, but at the same time pushing yourself to get back there.
It's not easy, because I still have that hockey player mentality of work through it, uh, try to get back as fast as I can, but I'm steadfast in talking to my doctor and physical therapist currently that I'm not in a hurry to get back, I'm in a hurry to get better. And I think that's a distinction for the first time in my career. All the things that I've ever injured and had surgery on and had to rehab, it was whether I wanted to or not, I was always rushed back to be put on TV and to be told, "Oh, you're too valuable. You know, we need you to be on TV every week cutting promos," or "Oh, you're too valuable. We need you on TV doing commentary." When if I was valuable at all, treated like a human being, I would have been able to rehab. So this is the first time that I've been allowed to, rest adequately, train and do physical therapy the way I want to, but I still for sure have that nagging part of me that's like, no, hurry up, get back. But I can't even fucking walk properly right now, so it's I have to tell myself that I need to hurry to get better and not hurry to get back.
Jade, you obviously were a cosplayer before. I mean, did you come here to Comic Con and dressed as Storm? What were the characters that you really enjoyed?
Storm.
Yeah,
That's my number
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
Did you do others?
I have. I've done obviously Jade from Mortal Kombat. I've done a lot. I'm gonna start posting more. I don't want to reveal it just yet, but I've had a lot of photo shoots as of late. It's a lot. I wish I could have came here and cosplayed as Storm. I wanted to do that. I even asked. They're like, no, you can't do that. But I would have loved to do it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what's it like coming back now in like such a different context for your life?
What do you mean?
I mean, just like being part of the cosplay community, coming to Comic Con, now obviously being the champ.
Yeah, it's my first cosplay. I mean, not cosplay. This is my first Comic Con, so I'm like,
What?
yeah, it's my first one. So it's unbelievable just seeing how much hard work that people put into their character and their costumes. So it's inspiring and it makes me want to top it more than anything.
Punk, it seems like now more than ever, the comic book industry and professional wrestling are going hand in hand. You've done work on Drax and Thor and lots of other things. What was the first comic that kind of got you into your love of comics, and how has that still influenced you in your AEW career today?
I would say Larry Hama's G.I. Joe run was probably the first thing because, I'm a kid and I see G.I. Joe on television and, you see the cartoon, then you want the toys. And on the south side of Chicago, there was a comic shop called All American Comics, and it was in walking distance from my grandfather's house. And I didn't know, I played Little League and I would see comic books on a rack in a gas station or something like that. And I didn't know at that time that there was standalone comic book shops, Walked past it one time and I saw a G.I. Joe comic book and I was like, what on earth? So that would be the gateway. That would be the gateway drug to everything else.
How do comics still influence you today in your AEW career?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if comic books influence me, except that
Well, I mean, you have
I can compare the fandoms, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I can say that when I started reading or collecting comic books, it was probably based on the characters, right? Like I like G.I. Joe. Oh, there's a G.I. Joe comic book. or oh, I like the X-Men characters, you know, and then you get into the art more. Oh, I'm going to buy this comic book based on who's drawing, and then I'm very much now you know, Jason Aaron wrote this, I'm buying it. It doesn't matter. It could be stick figures. If Jason Aaron writes it, I'm going to buy it. Ed Brubaker writes it, I'm going to read it. You know, I feel with wrestling it can almost be the same thing. You know, you're a kid, you see it on television, you're drawn to larger than life characters, to use a very cliche, outdated term. I mean, if I'm a kid, I say it all the time. I'm a little boy. I see Darby. I'm like, oh, he looks cool. I'm gonna watch this. If I'm a little girl, I see Jade. I'm like, what the fuck? That's what I want to be. So I watch it, and then in the same way, you evolve and get into the artists or the writers. I feel like if I'm a little girl and I'm watching Jade just based on visuals, like, right, it's Wonder Woman, right? And then you see her and she's on the microphone and she's a strong female personality that I feel is obviously sorely lacking across all types of media. I feel that can attract more girls to watch the show, you know, and obviously guys are going to watch because of what Jade looks like. But I think little girls can look at Jade obviously differently, you know, and then they can, based on, you know, like her mic skills, oh shit, she kicks ass in the ring too. It's not just looks. I think that's how I kind of correlate the two. I don't know if that answers your question, but sometimes I like to talk, and you ask me questions about comic books, and I'm gonna fucking talk about comic books.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Punk, I wanted to ask you, so every time you've stepped into a major role, you've shifted the landscape of wrestling. Whether it's WWE days, being champion, having Summer Punk days from ROH, WWE days, now being back, the landscape of wrestling has changed once again. Now that you have this injury, you're able to take time, but still actively wrestling, still actively doing these things, still actively in the world. What is your thoughts of the current state of professional wrestling?
I mean, be more specific. What do you know?
Well, I mean, you look at it and see.
Because I will very much be that guy, and I'll say there's, you know, like, I mean, if you want to talk about professional wrestling, it's probably a lot different than what some people might consider, you know, sports entertainment. To me, it's two completely different things.
I really want to talk about professional wrestling because professional wrestling is now mainstream. Like the art of professional wrestling, not sports entertainment.
Is it?
Well, I think so. I think with AEW now, like I think AEW to me, and growing up going to PWG, AEW is the PWG in large arenas. It's the thing that I went to at the Legion Halls and fell in love with Young Bucks, you know. But when I watched and found tapes of what he was on ROH, like that's not a thing that I didn't see for years on WWE television, right? So I think it is a mainstream thing now. You guys are pulling the major numbers, and it affects the other side or whatever other side, because either they have to say we're going to copy them or we're going to be completely different because we can't do that. And I feel like with you, it's my opinion, I feel like with you and Brian and Jade, like Jade is a prime example, like she's, you know, homegrown there, but still professional wrestling.
Right.
With you know, that's all. I just want to get your thoughts on the landscape.
I mean, the landscape, you know, I mean, it depends on your perspective. It depends on, I think, how grumpy I am that day, you know, because you can go either way. You can say that, you know, oh man, wrestling's dying, you know, or you could say, well, look at it's thriving. You know, for the first time, there's a second company that's a viable. You know, I'm not going to say it's a viable threat. It's just a viable, healthy company in a second place where men and women can get paid to wrestle in a ring on television. You know, I know there's people that think Dynamite's the greatest thing in the world. There's people that think Dynamite isn't good. There's people that think it's, you know, and then somewhere in the middle it could be better, you know. But because we're having that conversation, I suppose pro wrestling is thriving. You know, I'm always the guy that's going to say, well, I do this with my life, so I'll try to correlate it that way. You know, like you say I've shifted the landscape of pro wrestling. It's like, okay, great. That was yesterday. What can I do? What can I do today to shift the landscape of professional wrestling? What can I do tomorrow to make it better? And I do think that on Dynamite you get a little bit of everything. You get that PWG stuff, and then you got guys like me, Cash, and Dax, who love Southern wrestling. And, it's about a connection with the audience. It's about good guys and bad guys. So there's something for everybody there, and I think that's a good thing. More days than that.
Jade, we talked about your title reign and how long it's been so far. And there's been some very famous streaks and title reigns over the years. I mean, you look at how long Honky Tonk was Intercontinental Champion. You look at, of course, Goldberg streak. At what point does your mind shift from I'm defending my title to I want to make a record that's never going to be broken as far as it's concerned?
All I'm focused on right now is building this belt. I'm focused on building this belt. I'm focused on making the women's divisions for AEW better. That's all I'm really trying to do right now. I think the streak is amazing. I think that I'm doing a phenomenal job for somebody who is literally thrown on TV and asked to do a number of things. But that's all I'm focused on. I'm just focused on getting better, being the best female wrestler of this generation, and just uplifting this belt and making it something.
Who's your biggest threat to that streak right now?
Nobody.
Ooh, nice.
Following up on his question a little bit, my feeling about, yesterday. I mean, yesterday was a day that changed wrestling. I mean, right? I mean, everything's going to be different going forward.
Maybe. I mean, let's have a conversation about it. Like, I have a different perspective than everybody. I don't think shit's changed. I think that's all optics. I think, the king is dead. Long live the king. Same people are running shit. Same people are in charge. It's just a different day.
You don't think that was a singular personality, and that I mean, wrestling is all personality, and that Vince is the most dominant personality of the last 40 years.
I mean, do you think because he tweeted that I'm retired, do you think he's not going to be hands-on and he's not going to...
Well, that is, yes. But I mean, someday he is going to be gone, for real.
Sure. I mean, we all are, but I don't think the structure there. I don't think the what's the word I'm looking for? It's not at the cult. I don't think the culture there changes at all. I think it is what it is. I'll put it to you like this. Oh boy, people are going to be real fucking mad about this, but fuck it. Mercedes and Trinity leave, and they announce on SmackDown that, gosh darn, we're so disappointed in them, and they really let our fans down. Brock splits. Comes back, obviously. I think he worked the show. But where's Michael Cole saying, man, Brock Lesnar really let these fans down? I walked out. They went on TV and they called me a quitter. What's changed? What's the difference? You're going to attack these two fucking poor women who just kind of had enough and they walked? They got bigger balls than everybody there. So what's changed? There's nothing much that's changed, and there's people that talk about it, and there's people that do it, and the people who lick the boots and had the audacity to go on live television and say that about those two women, fucking cowards and bootlickers. That shit's ridiculous. Why didn't they do it for Brock? They did it for me. I don't know. It's none of my business.
Insert Kermit.
Yeah, that was like,
Kermit.
really hard to follow that. Jade, with Stokely added, this is something that I think fans like fantasy book a long time.
Yeah, I've seen
if
it.
we could just get even here and make what has that felt like, or have you felt just the difference or shift or anything with Stokely being a part of the baddie.
The baddie.
I don't really like calling him the baddie, but yes.
Yeah, he's my PR.
Yes.
Stokely is such a professional. He's on it. He gathers all the information he can to make the best promo that he can. Like he lives, eats, and breathes like this. This is what he loves. I was excited to find out throughout the pay-per-view that I was working with him. I didn't know until literally he came up and was like, "All right, this is what's happening." All right, cool. Like, all right. It was such a shock. But it's nice. It's nice to work with him. He looks at things from a whole different scope, and he helps me out with ideas. He's refreshing. He's funny. So it's a great dynamic.
Jade, as a new father myself to a daughter,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's her name?
Logan.
Logan. Wow,
Logan.
you named your daughter Logan?
I did.
All right.
My fiance was for it, and I'm a huge X-Men fan. I was like, let's do
Oh,
it.
that makes sense.
So you said you were inspired by Storm and the likes of China. You know, I want to surround her with powerful female characters myself. So what was your first introduction to Storm? How did you get into that character, and what is it about her that really inspires you and continues to inspire you in your career today?
She came up in the 70s. I mean, she's just a strong African woman. You know, she controls her element. She stands her ground. She's a leader. And that's everything I stand for. I have a 5-year-old daughter. Her name's Bailey. And I want her to look at me and see all these qualities and know she can do whatever she wants to do. There are no ceilings around here. Literally, I want to give her the life that if she doesn't have something, it's because she doesn't need it. I want her to know she can do anything in this life as long as she works hard and she puts her mind to it. But those qualities about Storm are exactly who I am. And I'm just I'm a walking, breathing cartoon.
You should be trolls.
Yes.
Yes. I was like, literally, that's really good. That's great.
Literally.
Thank you.
I mean, we're not wrapped yet. If you guys want to squeeze one out, if you got anything.
I want to follow up with the Mercedes thing.
Yeah.
Because that is something we've all
We're
spoken
going in water.
Fuck
We're going
it.
in water.
Yeah.
I told you.
No, we're going in water. We're going in water.
But I
Somebody on Twitter is going to be mad at me.
Oh boy.
they're not. I think it's more on your side than mine, right? Like
I don't know. Like my thing is always I can't listen to people criticize me if I wouldn't ask for advice from them. You know, you can't lead people somewhere you've never gone. You know, and I try to be as humble as I can be, and I don't like talking about myself, but I was the first guy through the wall, and I got fucking bloodied for it, you know what I mean? Like, and to watch somebody else stand up and walk out, I'm always going to support that, 100%. You know, I've never met Mercedes. I don't know her, you know, but I definitely feel solidarity with her. You know, like I know how that place is, you know, and I know how women are treated there. I'm not a woman myself, so I can't put myself in those shoes, but, you know, there's probably a lot of reasons why, you know, she pieced out.
I'm not going to follow up anymore because you're staring at me. Thank you very much.
You know, Park, we met way back in the day on Heidi McDonald, you know, through Joanne.
Oh, right.
Yes, way back at the Elk Lodge, so.
The mask.
Straight as you're walking up, my niece is that she's 18 and she watches wrestling and her mom watching it. Yeah. She sees and what does she work at?
Yeah.
My wife says the same thing.
That's what I'm here for, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
No
guys.
problem. Thank you. All right.